everyone, and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. Some of you guys might be wondering why I'm wearing a glove right now, and it's because of our project. Now, if you don't have a glove today, you can still do our project, it just might be a little bit messier. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be wearing a glove, we're going to draw on our glove some lines, and then we're going to look at our hand and we're going to draw our hand. Those lines that we're drawing on our glove are going to help us be able to do an observational drawing of our hand. It might be a lot to just look at your hand and try to draw it, but if you put a glove on and you draw some lines, that's going to help you realize the shape of your hand. So if you don't have a glove, you can just take a washable marker and you can draw on your hand and wash it off. Now, it may not come off right away, but it's not going to hurt you just as long as you get, a safe washable marker. You can do it without a glove. I have a glove, I'm gonna use it, and then I can just put it back in my box and use it later. It doesn't hurt the glove, I can reuse it later. So go grab a glove or a washable marker and a piece of paper, and let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna lay your glove out. I recommend doing this step with it off your hand. On your hand, you could do it, but I'd rather you visualize the lines off. So we're going to be drawing lines straight down each finger. So we'll start here with the pointer finger. We're just going to start with one line going down each one. Now, it may be easier for you to do it on your hand. You can play and do it both ways and see. So we're just going down each one. Doesn't have to be perfect. On the thumb, it's going to come down the middle, but then we're going to go across the hand. So we're going to make an L. Or backwards L. So it's going across the hand. Then we're going to have lines going straight through each finger, thinking about like the knuckles, but it doesn't have to be perfectly where your knuckles would be. And then at the base, across here, across your thumb, across the wrist, and then we'll bring these down. Don't forget about your thumb. Now that we got that side, we can go ahead and flip it. And I'm doing this on a piece of paper, so if I run over my glove, I don't hurt it. We're gonna follow the same thing. Same lines. And you can kind of see through your glove, so you could keep it similar. You could even draw on like where your nails would be. So there we go. You can go ahead and open that up, fix it. Now we can go ahead and we can put it on and put it on the hand that you are not drawing with. And I wouldn't recommend wearing any jewelry when you're doing this. That way you can really see. And when it's on, you can go ahead and you can join these spots. For the most part, they did meet up pretty well. So that's pretty good. So now what you can see, you could draw on your nails if you wanted to. You don't have to. So now we can go ahead and we can put our hand in different ways. We could hold something and we can really visualize the lines and seeing how to draw it. So one of the important things to do when you're doing an observational drawing is to keep whatever you're observing still. So one way to do this, you could take a photo of it and draw from the photo. That makes it easier because you are flattening your object before drawing it. Whereas if I'm looking at this 3D, I'm looking at it in real life, I'm having to flatten it from my eyes to the paper, and that's harder. So if you want a little challenge, then you're gonna draw from real life. If you want a little bit easier time, take a photo of your hand like this and draw it from that. So pose your hand however you want, but do it in a position where it's gonna be easy to hold for a little bit. So I'm resting my hand on the table and I'm looking at how my hand is curved. I can see the lines and you're drawing what you see. So you're gonna be seeing this view from up above. I'm seeing it from the side. So I will be drawing it from the side, not from up. So, I'll be drawing it from the side. So I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of my hand, the outside. I'm looking at the negative space and I'm thinking about what does it look like. I'm drawing light, I'm drawing sketchy. You should do this in a pencil so you can erase it. I'm doing it in a colored pencil so you can see it a little bit better. And this is called a gestural drawing because I'm drawing light and sketchy. I'm just starting with the shape and I'm using the lines to tell me where things go. These fingers are foreshortened because they're coming towards me. And I can see almost all of this pinky. And it curves down and then it's on the table. So now that I have my base, I can go in and start to draw my line. So I'm seeing this line on my thumb coming down, hitting that angle, and then curving. I'm seeing this one from here. It's curving and then going down. The one at my wrist goes up, goes back down. Now I can start to trace these fingers. Curves. There's one across the palm. And curves down. And we're going to keep following these lines. And they're going to help show you what you can see and what you can't see. And if there's folds in the gloves, you can go ahead and draw those in because they're blocking some of my view because my glove isn't completely tight. So there's one drawing. You can go ahead, move your hand, and do another one. And again, you guys are seeing it from top down. I am seeing it from the side. then you could put, if you're, you're using your hand and you don't want your paper to move, put this hand on your paper so it doesn't move as much. Starting with the shape of the thumb. These fingers are underneath it and they curve. My proportions are a little bit off here, but that's okay. I'm drawing kind of quickly on this one. And now I can come back in and I can see my lines on the thumb. The line on the thumb is here, goes back here. This one really curves. I'm only seeing part of there. And that's pretty much all the lines I'm seeing on this one. So you can go ahead and you can play, you can see maybe you need to pull it tighter, maybe you need to go over and fix some of your lines. But this is a really nice way to start to do realistic drawings of hands. You could even explore this idea if you had saran wrap, you could wrap a different part, do the same thing with lines. So I hope you had fun drawing your hand, and hopefully it came out well and you can kind of understand how drawing the lines on this glove can really help you do an observational drawing. And you can take this idea and implement it to different areas, to different ideas. Put this glove now on somebody else, draw their hand, because my hand is going to look different from somebody else's and I can get them to do different shapes. Maybe I have this is a part, maybe I've been doing bodies, I'm struggling with hands. So this can really help in lots of different areas. So I hope you had a good time with it. Please comment below and let me know how it went for you. And remember, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you get notified in the future when a new video comes out. So I hope to see you next time. Bye.